finally, mercifully, we get an answer to the Jimmy Garoppolo situation. Jimmy G reworks his contract down to 1 year, becomes the highest paid backup quarterback potentially in the NFL. $6.5 million guaranteed. Looks like $9 to $10 million in incentives if he ultimately ends up being a starting quarterback in San Francisco. I know what Frank's initial thought was the second he heard this. I just want him to repeat it. Go ahead. What did they do here?
What? They just messed with Trey Lance, my guy. What are they? It's seriously, though. I mean, I know I've been on this Trey Lance bandwagon, but I don't know how it does you any good to have Jimmy Garoppolo over his shoulder as the highest paid backup potentially in league history or whatever it is. I don't know. I just think that for Trey Lance coming into his second year, and they kind of handed him the keys, and they're like, well, he's the guy. I think that totally undermined the. I really do. I think that this now Kyle Shanahan, he doesn't just have the itch anymore. It's like, okay, Trey Lance struggles. We're just going to go back to this guy who was 30-12 as a starter for that. Whatever his record is, it's pretty gaudy. I honestly don't like this as far as, and I get it. Like, you could make a counter argument of, well, hey, look, this is the most important position. Jimmy Garoppolo's won a lot of games. We don't know what Trey Lance is. He was up and down in the preseason. I get all that. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to see them really commit to Trey Lance and not have him look over his shoulder all the time. I just think this is bad for a young guy to have this constantly above his head of, hey, if I throw an interception here, Jimmy G's coming in the game.
It's hard for me to disagree that the guy remaining in the building is not a problem for Trey Lance. To me, it has to be, because everyone knows, regardless what the money is. That's the funny thing. It's like, well, look at the money. The money sends the sign that Trey is the starter and Jimmy G's the best. And players don't give a about the money at that point. You know what they care about? They care about winning. So if there's a problem, if they, like you said, if Trey Lance struggles, they're not going to look at Jimmy G and go, well, man, he's only making 6.5. We can't put that guy in. No, man, they're going to be like, bro.
They're going to be like, hey, remember the fourth quarter of the NFC Championship game when we were up 17-7? We know we could go pretty far with that guy.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't. It's for Trey Lance alone, it's problematic. For the franchise itself, I am wondering in my mind if you make that decision because you go, okay, we don't know with Trey Lance. Like, we don't. And yes, it
has to be right, Charles. That has to be part of the mindset.
I feel like
at least that's the message. That the message is, oh no, he didn't blow up in the preseason like we thought, and he wasn't. Training camp didn't go exactly as planned. We need Jimmy G back. Let's figure. It just sends the message of Trey ain't ready, and I don't.
But what if that is an accurate message? What if Trey isn't ready?
Could be. I don't know, but how do you know until you get in the games? I don't know. Let him play against the Bears week 1. Let's see what happens.
But he will, Frank. I mean, they're going to sort this out. They're going to.
Yes. Look, okay. You're inviting a contract. You are bringing it into your house. So
okay.
Anytime Trey Lance throws an interception, or makes a mistake, or you have a squirrel's quarter or anything like that, he's a young guy. He's 23 years old, whatever. Like Jimmy G, we know who Jimmy G is. Jimmy G is middle-ish quarterback, right? Like he's not great. They've won a ton of games with him, more because of the guys around him than Jimmy G. He's fine. But maybe Trey Lance unlocks an opportunity to do something better. You traded the world to go get this guy at number 3. Give him a chance to succeed. And I don't know necessarily that they are with this. But you're right. I guess if you're out of Trey Lance, I don't know. I'm just confused by this.